It seems almost impossible. But what if I told you that the key to rebuilding muscle after 70 isn't found in a $60 tub of powder, but in Lacoste foods from your local grocery store? In my decades of practice as a geriatric specialist, I've seen countless patients who were convinced they needed complex, expensive supplements just to maintain their strength. They were frustrated, their stomachs were often upset, and they felt like they were fighting a losing battle against time. But for years, the health industry has profited from making things complicated. The truth is, your body craves something simpler, real, bioavailable nutrition, packed with the natural cofactors that get stripped away during industrial processing. I've witnessed seniors who had nearly given up on an active life regain their independence climbing stairs without hesitation and carrying their own groceries with confidence, all by making simple shifts that cost less than their morning cup of coffee. These powerful solutions aren't advertised because they don't have massive marketing budgets, but they are scientifically proven. And today, I am going to share them with you. Hello, and welcome to the Senior Wellness Center. My name is Dr. Kenji Sato. For over 30 years, my mission has been to empower seniors to live their strongest, most vibrant lives by using simple, evidence-based strategies that don't require a fortune. The loss of muscle and strength as we age is not inevitable. It's a condition that can be managed and even reversed with the right knowledge. And that knowledge begins with what's on your plate. In this video, I'm breaking down the 6 affordable foods that scientific studies have shown are more effective than expensive supplements for building and maintaining muscle after age 7. I'll explain the science behind each one and give you the exact protocols to maximize their benefits. And you'll want to stick around, because the food at number 3 is a true secret weapon against muscle loss, proven to increase strength in ways that have shocked the scientific community. Even more impressive, the number 1 food on our list contains a unique compound that can literally help reverse cellular aging in your muscles. But before we dive in, I have a question for you. What is one simple, healthy food that you rely on to feel strong and energized? I'd love to hear your personal favorites. I'll be reading and responding to as many comments as I can, because we're all here to learn from each other. Now, let's begin our countdown with the food sitting at number 6. It's a staple in nearly every refrigerator, yet most people have no idea it's one of nature's most powerful tools for muscle repair. Number 6. Greek yogurt. This creamy, delicious food is far more than just a healthy breakfast. For those over 70, it's a potent tool for muscle maintenance. The secret to its power lies in something called casein protein. Unlike whey, which absorbs rapidly, casein is a slow-digesting protein. It forms a gel in the stomach, steadily releasing muscle-building amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 7 hours after you eat it. This is absolutely crucial for older adults, because, as we age, our muscles can become more resistant to protein. A constant, steady supply is far more effective than a quick burst for triggering repair and growth. A groundbreaking study from McMaster University confirmed this. They looked at adults over 70 and found that participants who consumed Greek yogurt daily successfully maintained their muscle mass, even during periods of reduced activity, a time when muscle loss is typically at its worst. This remarkable effect is due to Greek yogurt's unique combination of 2 things: the amino acid leucine, which acts as a direct signal to initiate muscle growth in seniors, and the live probiotics that enhance your gut's ability to absorb that very protein. But how you eat it makes a world of difference. For optimal results, I recommend consuming about 3/4 of a cup of plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. Mix it with a teaspoon of raw honey and a handful of fresh berries, about 30 minutes before your main meal of the day. This timing allows the probiotics to prepare your digestive system for maximum nutrient absorption. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Dr. Sato, dairy gives me bloating. This is a very common and valid concern. If you're sensitive, start with just a few spoonfuls and allow your digestive system to adapt over time. Another simple trick is to let the yogurt sit at room temperature for about 10 minutes before eating. This small change helps activate the live cultures, making the proteins more bioavailable and easier for your system to digest. This simple step can make a world of difference. Number 5. Canned sardines. Now, this might seem like an unusual choice for building muscle, but these tiny fish pack more muscle-building power per dollar than almost any other food on the planet. And the research specifically for older adults is nothing short of extraordinary. A single can of sardines, which often costs less than $2, contains a remarkable 23 grams of complete protein. But even more importantly, it's loaded with massive amounts of vitamin D, a nutrient where most people over 70 are severely deficient. This isn't a minor issue. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to muscle weakness and atrophy. I often hear concerns about mercury in fish, and it's a valid point for larger, predatory fish like tuna or swordfish. However, sardines are small and sit at the very bottom of the aquatic food chain. This means they have exceptionally low levels of mercury, making them one of the safest and healthiest fish you can eat on a regular basis. Sardines are also a powerhouse of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats do something remarkable in aging bodies. They actively reduce the chronic, low-grade inflammation that can prevent your muscles from properly absorbing and utilizing protein. In essence, they make every gram of protein you eat work harder and more efficiently for muscle growth. The results speak for themselves. Scientists at the University of Western Australia conducted a study where seniors who ate sardines just 3 times a week increased their grip strength by an astonishing 28% in only 2 months. To put that in perspective, that's a better result than many people achieve from resistance training alone. But not all canned sardines are created equal. Many brands pack their fish in inflammatory vegetable oils that counteract the health benefits. To get the full anti-inflammatory and muscle-building effect, it's crucial to choose wild-caught sardines packed in pure olive oil. To save you the trouble of reading dozens of labels, I've selected a brand that I trust for its quality and superior taste. It truly makes a difference. To check it out, you can scan the QR code on your screen now or find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. The most effective way to consume them is by mashing the sardines with a fork and mixing them with half a mashed avocado and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Spread this on whole grain crackers. This combination provides protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs that work together to shuttle nutrients directly into your muscles. And be sure to eat the tiny, soft bones. They are completely edible and provide a highly absorbable form of calcium, which is essential for proper muscle contractions and can help prevent the painful muscle cramps that often plague older adults. Number 4. Whole eggs. The comeback of whole eggs in sports nutrition represents one of the biggest and most welcome reversals in modern science. And for people over 70, they are proving to be nothing short of miraculous for both muscle maintenance and growth. For decades, we were told to fear the yolk, to throw it away over cholesterol concerns. We now know that was a massive mistake. The yolk is where the muscle-building magic truly happens. Researchers at the University of Connecticut made a stunning discovery. They found that eating whole eggs produces 40% greater muscle protein synthesis compared to eating the equivalent amount of protein from egg whites alone. That's a staggering difference. This happens because the yolk contains not only vital vitamin D and anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, but also a powerful compound called phosphatidic acid. Think of this as the key that turns on your body's master switch for muscle growth, a pathway called mTOR, which becomes more resistant to activation as we age. The yolk helps turn that switch back on. In another study, when scientists compared older adults who ate 3 whole eggs daily to those consuming protein from supplements, the results were shocking. Over just 12 weeks, the egg group gained nearly twice as much lean muscle mass. And, in a final blow to the old myth, their cholesterol profiles actually improved. But to unlock these full benefits, preparation is key. The optimal method for muscle growth is soft-boiled or poached eggs. You want the whites to be fully cooked, which makes their protein more digestible, but the yolks to remain slightly runny. This preserves the heat-sensitive vitamins and nutrients that are so crucial for activating muscle repair. Here's another powerful tip. Always eat your eggs with a source of vitamin C, like a few slices of tomato or some bell peppers on the side. This simple addition can increase the absorption of iron from the yolk by up to 300%. That iron is critical for delivering oxygen to your muscles during any physical activity, from walking to gardening. And finally, timing is everything. Consuming your eggs within 30 minutes of waking up jumpstarts your muscle protein synthesis for the entire day. This takes advantage of your body's naturally elevated levels of growth hormone in the morning, creating the perfect environment for building strength. Eggs are nearly the perfect protein, but our next food is the secret weapon I promised you. Number 3. Black beans. This is the secret weapon I mentioned at the beginning of our video. While they may seem humble, black beans are emerging as a powerhouse in the fight against age-related muscle loss. The research on plant-based proteins for older adults is completely rewriting what we thought we knew about building muscle. A single cup of cooked black beans costs less than 50 cents and provides a solid 15 grams of protein. But their true power comes from a unique type of fiber called resistant starch. Unlike other carbs, this starch bypasses digestion and travels to your colon, where it acts as a superfood for your beneficial gut bacteria. New research is revealing a direct communication line between your gut and your muscles, known as the gut-muscle axis. A healthy gut microbiome directly influences muscle growth and repair, and scientists are just beginning to understand how profound this connection is. By nourishing your gut, you are directly nourishing your muscles. The results are astonishing. Harvard researchers discovered that older adults who ate beans daily had significantly higher levels of 2 critical hormones for muscle maintenance: growth hormone and IGF-1. In fact, their hormone levels were comparable to people 20 years younger, effectively turning back their body's anabolic clock. The combination of protein and fiber in black beans creates a slow, steady release of amino acids that keeps muscle protein synthesis elevated for hours, far longer than any fast-acting protein powder. Plus, the deep, dark color of black beans comes from unique antioxidants that reduce the oxidative stress that accelerates muscle breakdown in aging bodies. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: gas and bloating. This happens because of certain compounds in beans, called phytates, which can be hard to digest. But there's a simple, ancient solution. Soaking dried black beans overnight with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in the water works wonders. The vinegar helps break down these compounds before you even cook them, making the beans much easier on your digestive system. The most effective way to prepare them is to then cook them with a bay leaf and a pinch of cumin, 2 spices that further enhance protein digestibility for a true powerhouse meal. I recommend mashing half the beans and leaving the other half whole, then mixing them with brown rice in a 1-to-1 ratio. This creates a complete protein that rivals any animal source. The optimal time to eat this meal is at lunch. This is when your body's stress hormone, cortisol, naturally dips, making your system primed for nutrient absorption and muscle repair from your morning activities. It's the perfect fuel to rebuild and recharge for the rest of your day. Number 2. Cottage cheese. This classic food is experiencing a massive resurgence in sports nutrition, and for good reason. For people over 70, scientific evidence is showing it to be one of the most powerful and strategic muscle-building foods ever studied, even outperforming expensive casein protein powders in head-to-head research trials. A single cup of cottage cheese contains a massive 25 grams of the same slow-releasing casein protein we saw in Greek yogurt. But it has a secret weapon, a compound called conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA. This special fatty acid has been shown to specifically target age-related muscle wasting by actively blocking the enzymes that break down muscle tissue. It doesn't just build muscle, it actively preserves the muscle you already have. This is a game changer for seniors. The timing of when you eat it can amplify this effect dramatically. Researchers at Florida State University found that older adults who ate cottage cheese about an hour before bed gained an incredible 60% more muscle mass than those who consumed other protein sources. This happens because cottage cheese creates what we call an anti-catabolic environment in your body throughout the night. It provides a steady stream of amino acids while you sleep, which is precisely when your body is in its peak repair state and muscle breakdown would otherwise occur. It literally feeds your muscles while you rest. The calcium in cottage cheese is also in a unique, highly bioavailable form that's immediately ready for muscle contractions. Studies have shown that calcium from dairy sources like this is twice as effective for improving muscle function compared to the chalky calcium supplements many people take. But to get these benefits, you must choose the right kind. I strongly recommend full-fat cottage cheese. The low-fat versions often contain added sugars and thickeners to improve the taste, which you want to avoid. The natural fat is crucial here. It slows protein absorption even further, ensuring that steady release of amino acids all night long. Finding a pure, full-fat cottage cheese without unnecessary additives can be a challenge. To help you out, I've linked to an excellent HiQual rebrand that I recommend in the first pinned comment below. You can also scan the QR code on your screen now to see it. It makes choosing the right one simple. The absolute best protocol is this. 1 hour before bed, eat 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese, mixed with a tablespoon of ground flaxseed for extra omega-3 and a handful of fresh berries. This simple nightly snack can transform your sleep into a powerful muscle-building and recovery period. And now, we've arrived at our #1 food. This is the ultimate, evidence-backed, muscle-building superfood for people over 70. The research behind this simple food is so powerful, it will completely transform how you think about protein, aging, and strength for the rest of your life. Number 1. Lentils. 1 cup of cooked lentils, costing just pennies, provides a staggering 18 grams of high-quality protein. But the real story, the discovery that changes everything, is a unique compound they contain, called spermidine. Japanese researchers recently found that spermidine can actually reverse cellular aging in muscle tissue. It does this by triggering a process called autophagy. Think of autophagy as your body's deep cleaning and recycling program for your cells. It clears out old, damaged proteins and cellular debris and regenerates fresh, new, youthful muscle cells. It's not just preventing damage, it's actively renewing your muscle tissue from the inside out. The proof is undeniable. When scientists at the University of Sydney put lentils head-to-head against whey protein powder in a study with adults over 70, they found something that shocked the entire fitness industry. The lentil group not only gained more muscle mass than the whey protein group, but they also showed vastly improved mitochondrial function. Your mitochondria are the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells. This improvement meant their muscles could produce energy far more efficiently, essentially making their muscles perform with the vitality and endurance of someone decades younger. Preparing lentils properly unleashes their full, revolutionary potential. The single most powerful method is sprouting them for 48 hours before cooking. This process naturally increases their protein content by 30% and creates powerful enzymes that make the protein almost completely bioavailable, especially for aging digestive systems. I know that sprouting your own lentils can feel like an extra chore, especially if you're not used to it. The good news is that you can now buy high-quality organic lentils that are already sprouted and then dried, ready to cook. This is the most effective way to get these benefits without the extra work. I've put a link to the brand I recommend in the pinned comment for your convenience. You can also scan the QR code that's on your screen now. It takes all the guesswork out of it. For the ultimate muscle-building meal, cook these sprouted red lentils in bone broth instead of water, adding turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. The collagen from the broth provides additional amino acids. The turmeric fights inflammation, and the black pepper increases the turmeric's absorption by 2,000%. This is synergy at its finest. These 6 foods represent a complete revolution in how we approach muscle building after 70. They prove that expensive supplements are often unnecessary when you understand the science of whole food nutrition. Your muscles don't care about marketing hype or fancy packaging. They respond to real, powerful nutrients, delivered in forms your body can actually recognize and use effectively. To help you get started, I've compiled a list of the high-quality recommended products we discussed today. You can find all the links in the first pinned comment right below this video. If this information has empowered you on your health journey, please consider subscribing to the Senior Wellness Center so you don't miss our future videos. And if you enjoyed this content and want to continue your journey to a healthier life, check out the videos appearing on your screen now. I'm sure they'll help you immensely. Click on one of them, and I'll see you there. Thank you for watching, and stay strong.